Creations and Card Ministry, coming to you from my more typical late lives. I've been doing my Monday night ones. I got lucky and was able to do those a little earlier. Today is, find it in my watch, March the 6th, still, just barely. Um, what is today? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, March the 6th. It's 11:34 p.m. Eastern. So I might catch some of you in the Central and Mountain and whatever the West Coast time zones and all that stuff. I might catch some of you out tonight. So if I do, please come in, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Um, I'm going to share tonight. I worked on some cards to put in my card kit for a free card kit if you spend $35 in my store. Um, and if you spend $50 in my store, in addition to the card kit, you'll get another little treat, probably an embellishment or something like that. So anyway, I was going to share those with you tonight, and I think I have everything here and ready to go. My next video, though, will be going back. I've got to go back and do my alternatives for the February paper pumpkin. I ended up doing, I think, 10 alternative cards, and then I kept the little box, but I changed it a little bit. So I've shown how to do 2 of my alternative cards. So I'll come back and try to do the rest of them over the next several days and get the rest of them done, hopefully by the end of the weekend. I don't know. Some of you are aware there's just been all kinds of crazy things going on in my life and the life of my family and my parents and my brother's family. So we've just had a lot going on. It's been a kind of a rough start to 2024, but we're planning on it getting better. We're starting our new year a little late, so Happy New Year. Okay, let me go ahead and take the camera down, and we will get started again. Oh, let me make sure, before I do that, let me make sure my screen is showing up on I don't want to, I had this up a minute ago, that I can see it on my iPad. The girl that talks to you on
I'm not sure I understand.
That one. She's trying to find out something, and I'm like, go away. Okay. I don't need anything. Thank you. She's still there. She won't go away. Well, I'll try it again in a few minutes. Hopefully I get this in the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down. Just bear with me a minute. And we'll get it down here on my desk. I don't know why it's still up there on my iPad. I don't know why. That is the weirdest thing. That it kind of like, it's not going away. That's what is it? Yeah, Siri on your iPad. All right, hang on a minute. Let's see if I can get it back. There we go. All right, now I think this is it right here. Is that it, or is that the other day? That's the other day, because let's see, is this it? Ah, there I am. Okay, that was weird. It brought up the one from the other day. Okay, I think I've got my desk here. So one of the cards in my card kit came from, I'm using stuff from the mini catalog for this first one. It's Perennial Lavender, page 22 in here. And really, okay, so these kits, Stampin' Up, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. I can't remember if I said that or not, and I think we're supposed to say that to be in compliance and everything. But here's here comes the kitty coming for a visit. I'm pretty sure that everything I'm doing on these, that all you need is the items, for the most part, the items that I will send you. Oh, I know, but you got your claw stuck on my pants, baby. Okay, all right, quit biting. So here's Ivy, if you haven't met Ivy. She, of course, likes to be into all my stuff on my desk, which I guess I ought to clean some of it up. But I'm pretty sure that you will get everything in your card kit that you need to make the cards except for the stamp. And the only stamp that I'm using, I think, is a sentiment. So you can use any sentiment. And I will provide everything else you need to make the card. And I'm going to put an envelope in there for you as well. So you'll get 3 card things to make the cards and with the envelope. And you'll have, the only thing I won't be sending you is a stamped image. So we're going to use this paper. And I think I have these somewhere. I got to figure out what I did with them. But I'm pretty sure I have these somewhere. Like I said, I'm going to figure out what I did with them, because I did not put those on the card yet, but I believe I have them. So we're going to use that and a couple other little things, and then cardstock. And like I said, I'll be sending you everything you need. I did, and I used some die cuts, but I am die cutting those out for you as well. So we'll do this card first, and we'll see how much time that's going to take us. Ivy, you can't get in my stuff, baby, okay? All right, so here's the first card in the card kit, and here's what you'll get. You will get, I don't know, yeah, I don't know if I didn't mean to put cream in here. This is supposed to be white. I've got a white one over here, though, because I used white on this piece that I cut out. Okay, so you will get your card base, which is 8.5 by, it's the standard card base, 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. I'm gonna try to move something. I'm getting a shadow that's annoying me. It might actually be my camera shadow. Let me try something. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let's try something. I don't like the shadows that I'm getting. It's kind of strange. Let's see if that's going to be. Still getting a shadow from some. Maybe it's this one. I bet it was that one. I'm still getting a little shadows over here, but I can try to keep most of my stuff over on this side. Okay, so for this first card, you'll be getting your card base. You'll be getting this strip that came out of that kit I just showed you. And then there's a little, your piece for the inside. A little strip to put on the inside. You will get, this is a piece of Blackberry Bliss. I've punched out for my sentiment. I've punched this out. And then, of course, I got that too, because if you don't stick that whole punch on there, you're going to lose part of it. But I did punch the other half out of a piece of white. I'm just using this little hello there. I think it actually came out of one of the ones, the stamp sets you got for free in the celebration. But you can use anything that you can get to fit there, or you can use something different. I'll probably put you an extra one of those in there in case you mess up, because I do that sometimes. And then this piece also from that lavender kit. It was pink. I used my dark Blackberry Bliss. I think, did I use dark or light? I used the light, actually, Blackberry Bliss, to color this ribbon. This came in a 3-pack, the sheer ribbon combo pack. It's in the annual catalog. This was Bubble Bath, and I used Stampin' Blends to color it. The code for this is 161635, and again, it's a combo pack. You get this, and there's a blue and a yellow that come with it. I think it's the new yellow, the Lemon Lolly, and I can't remember what blue it is. It's not boho. Maybe it's Azure Afternoon. Okay, and then the little die cuts. I did use the die cuts that come with the Stampin' Die combo kit. And I just use scrap papers to cut these out, and you will get these in your card kit as well. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put our kit together, put our card together. So we'll fold this like so. We're gonna glue this onto here. Just keep in mind that I am punching this piece out of here, so when you put your glue, if you put it here, you don't want it to glue onto your space that you're working on. A lot of times I'll use my my little silicone. I was trying to think about it, what it was, a silicone mat, and that helps. All right, so let me get my glue over here. So I hope everybody's doing well. I kept all day yesterday. I wanted it to be Wednesday, and then all day today. Just thinking it should be Thursday. So yeah, kind of got my days a little bit messed up, but Monday and Tuesday were long days for me. Well, actually today was long too, and it's getting longer, but at least now I'm kind of chilling and getting a little bit of card therapy in. It's like what I like to call it, my card therapy time. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and glue my little hello there onto this. It sounds like Ivy's over there playing with her little roundabout toy. So that's good. And she'll stay busy for a little while and not come attack my legs. I need to take her to get her nails clipped. I take her to a mobile vet, but he wasn't anywhere this week that I could get to very easily, so I'm taking her next week. But I've got people coming over Saturday, so I don't know. I've got to get her clipped before Saturday, so I'm gonna have to take her somewhere. So if you happen to be up late on the East Coast, and specifically in upstate South Carolina, I am having a card class this Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. We will be doing some work with blends, possibly messing with some inks and some watercolors, doing some things with experimenting with embossing folders. I haven't got everything figured out yet, but I have part of it figured out. But if you're interested in that class, you can reach me on my by texting me right there at 864-752-5688. I think I was putting this up here at the top. Yeah, I had it papered clipped on here so I wouldn't forget what I was doing, because I put this card together a few days ago. The card idea. I just really love this paper, and it's a shame. This is the first time I've used the paper. I've had it for a while. It's the first time I've used it though. So yeah, like I was sick pretty much most of January and did very little because I was pretty sick. And then my dad was sick, and I was taking care of him a lot. Here, come here, Ivy. She keeps getting her little nails caught on my pants. Okay, honey. Hey, I know. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Okay? You can't bite Mommy. Here you go. You want to say hey to everybody? And then I'll glue this down. But, yeah, it's, I had stuff to do, and just, you know, I lost, and I hate that celebration's already over, because I lost a month. At least, probably more than a month with all the stuff going on, but it is what it is. I'll stick that about right there. Oh, Ivy, you're a sweet girl, I know. You're a sweet girl. She just likes to get into everything. Alrighty, and I think I'll try to get that to go down a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and do the inside piece here. I think I'll put this right here. Kind of decided at the last minute to add this glue here. And what I'm gonna do, I think I cut out some extra. So right now I've got three card kits I need to send out, or that I'm working on to send out. I'm still growing, so I would love some more people to join my little world of card crafting, and recently doing junk journals too. So, and I will be doing as much as I can online, but I'll still be offering my at-home classes. All right, so what I punched out, I cut extras of all of these, and so because originally I was thinking about doing this in here, and I may still put these in here. But I was thinking I could just put them in your packet, and if you want to put either this or the strip on your envelope, and something still in the inside, I thought I would do that. So you'll get an extra couple little pieces of the die cuts, and I have to hide these under here. Ivy will come play with them. All right, so let me go ahead and glue this on the inside. And it's a good thing I make this video, because then I can remember what I did if somebody comes up and wants these. And I'll do these until these will be my kit until I run out. So I've got enough stuff right now to do several of these. But like a couple of my other ones I may not have. Well, I have enough to do several of all of them, but there might become a point where I have to put in a different card, or do a whole new kit. So, but right now we're doing this until these three that I'm going to show you, until I run out of stuff. I'm hoping to use up some of this paper, because I've been not so good about using up paper, and we need to use it up and not let it go to waste. Share the paper, share the goodness, share the love. All right, so my tiny inkers are all empty, and I should have refilled them, so I'm going to have to try to do what best I can with this bigger one. And if I'm careful, I can get some little dots on here. I don't need it necessarily to go completely on it, but I don't want it to come off either. So I'm going to stick this one right here. I think I'm still in the frame. All right, and then the next one I'm going to do is this. Again, these are scraps. This came out of some a peacock scrap. This was some, what's it called? Lost Lagoon? Is that what that's called? This paper. Yeah, Lost Lagoon scrap. It's kind of pale looking, but that's what it is. And then this is the scrap of a pale berry burst. So those are the colors that I've pulled out in the scraps. And then the base is the Lost Lagoon, and the background piece right here is Blackberry Bliss, and the piece back here is Blackberry Bliss. So I'm going to do this next. And then I'll do My little berry burst piece. This is actually the back side of one of those textured florals, I think is what it's called. The paper is gorgeous, and it's in the online store. And so this is the back side of one of those. I can't remember where the other pieces came from, but that is just so pretty. All right, and then I want to put a couple dimensionals on the back of my little hello there, and it's going to go right there. And did I cut? No, I was trying to decide if I wanted to put a bow on this or not, but I'm not sure I want a bow. I think I'd rather put the little gems if I can find my gems. Let me pull out my little gem packet over here. See if I can find them. Okay, that's gonna go right there. Hello there. And I managed to not get, hang on, I'm gonna do that over again. Sorry about that. I should have put this one more on the outside. Got to get some off of the ribbon so it's sticking to the card and not just the ribbon. And I knew that when I did it, but and the ribbon's flat, so it doesn't matter that it's on the ribbon, but I do want it on the card as well. So there we go. See if I did that straight. Try not to cover up my butterfly either. Let me take it a little bit higher because I don't want to take away from my little butterfly right there. He's so cute. Now the weirdest thing is, I don't know what I did with it, but I had gotten a couple of the stamps out of the stamp set, this painted lavender stamp set. I had gotten out this stamp and the butterflies. And I stamped them on a card for the inside, but I don't know what I did with it, so then I just decided to do the other. I got my stamps over here. Here it is. It's on a block. So are the butterflies, but I don't know what I was doing. Card, but I didn't want the stamp set to be something that would prevent you from finishing the card the way I did it. All right, let me see if I have some of those little gems. Because I am pretty sure that I've got those. I'm like pretty sure I ordered them, you know. And if they're not in this package, like I said, this stuff all came in while I was sick, came in the mail when I was sick, and who knows, maybe this is it. Purple Fine Shimmer Gems. I think this is it. So, yeah, this is the one that came with that kit, because, so, that looks like more like the blackberry. This one does, so that would be pretty right there as an accent there. And then these other ones would probably look better around the other things. Hang on, I think I'm gonna put one of the smaller ones here with my hello there. I'll probably put it about right there. So let me get that. So this is the darker of the things. You will also get these in your kit, so be careful when you open it up. I'll package them up somehow so you know they don't get lost, but just be aware of that when you open your package, that they're in there somewhere. I'll put the big one. I'm gonna put this middle color. It looks more like the Highland Heather. I think I'm gonna stick it right here. And I'm going to get a small Highland Heather, and I think I'll put it right about there. Okay, so that's our card, the first card for in my card kit. If you're just coming on my card kit, you get the materials to make 3 cards with the envelopes. Everything you need to make this card except for your stamp there that says hello there, but you can stamp anything you want. You'll get these pieces for the insides, everything you need. If you spend $35 in my store, use my host code, please. If you spend $50, you'll get the card kit and an extra bonus gift. Well, I'm going to stick that in with my, I'm going to set it over here even though it's in the shadows a little bit. All right, so the second card in the card kit is going to be something from the annual catalog. Give me just a minute and I will get that pulled out for us. We'll get that one put together. Got everything ready to go for it. So from the annual catalog, and again, it's not going to involve stamping. Did I even do? I might not have even put a sentiment on this one. So I have to fix that. This one comes from Fresh as a Daisy, 110 and 111 is the pages. I loved the papers in this set, but I didn't order the stamps. I didn't order the die cuts. I do have an old Daisy punch that I have been using on some of my cards, but I'm not using it on this one. But I'm using the paper. So this is the paper, and I am using the in color dots. This 2325 in color dots. The number's 161620. So I'm using those. So I'm either going to use the blue or the copper clay. But just the paper. And I'm using linen thread, but you'll get everything you need, including the envelope and the embellishments. Now, one other thing that I have in this card is a punched dragonfly. I will punch that out for you as well. I might even punch you an extra one, but I just did this. Also, it came from that paper. It's just the blue side of one of those papers from the Daisy paper. There's only one thing that I did on my card that you won't have, but you can do something different. So again, we need a basic card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Your inside piece will be provided. Something to put on the inside. It's going to be this. I'll punch you out a couple dragonflies. I'll punch you out a couple of these. I will give you the, I didn't cut that. I kept it in a loop while I was cutting it there. The linen thread that you'll need for the card. You'll get this little piece. This piece is 2 3/4 by 4. So if you've got some paper at home, this is another just pretty basic layout design. This piece is 3 3/4 by 3, so it's a little different. And then there's a background piece. Now I put this one through my embossing, through my die cut and embossing machine. And I used, this is the Basics 3D embossing folders, and I used the one that's kind of like a floral. There's also dots and kind of a little crisscrossy design, but I used that one. And you can, but you'll get this extra piece of paper, so you can put it through any embossing folder that you want to put it through. If you have one with flowers on it, or with, I thought about using the one with the timber, like the wood behind it, or the ferns. You can use any embossing folder. The other thing is, if you don't have an embossing folder, you could stencil on this by using, you could cut something out and just, like if you happen to have the old Daisy punch, because I've done this before. I took the negative of my old Daisy punch and I sponged daisies on my background. So you'll see though, I mean, not a lot of this is going to show. You could just leave it plain if you want to, and just to give your card a little bit more depth. Okay, but on my card I am going to use this, but you will be provided this card, this layer piece, and you can do with it whatever you want to do with it. Okay, so here is what we're going to do with this card. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I thought I had the little tiny dragonfly too. I don't know where it got to. I might have to find it. Maybe I got it over here somewhere. Because when I cut them out, I cut out the little tiny one. There it is. There's my little tiny one, because I'm going to put it on the inside. Okay. Keep forgetting to take the lid off of this. Little extra strips are great for putting on the insides of your cards. So, and if you glue them down real well, you can put them on your envelopes too. But these are great for putting inside cards. And just to add a little something. And I'm not stamping anything inside of mine right yet, because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I thought I was going to stamp something on the outside of this one, but apparently I didn't. I'll just put that little guy up there in that corner. Get some glue on him. Alright, and if you're just popping on, please let me know where you're watching from. Say hello. I'm trying to get my viewership up, but it's been hard for me to be on a schedule, a regular schedule, just because of this situation with my mom and dad are both in their 90s. Dad's got dementia pretty bad, and my mom's kind of frail, and they're still getting along, but I never know when they're going to need me, and I try to get over there several times a week. Sometimes I'm over there every day. So it's just been hard for me to do scheduled lives. But if you'll appreciate it if you'd subscribe. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Like, share, comment. Constructive criticism is great. I could certainly use constructive criticism. So, trying to remember how I was going to do this. This part I don't remember what I was going to do. I think I was going to offset it a little bit. But what was I going to do with this? That's what I can't remember. Maybe I was just, I think I was going to put it up here. Maybe. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to put it around this up here at the top. I forgot about that because this is going on here. Okay, so I can go ahead and glue these down, but glue them on here. Alrighty, that's what I was going to do. About like that, I think. And I'm also going to be doing some junk journaling. I'm going to be having a junk journaling class later on in the month of March. So again, if you're in the area and you'd like to come in on the junk journal class, I do have limited space. I always have limited spaces because of my house is kind of small. But right now, my class Saturday is not full, and neither is my junk journal class. So I have room for a few more in both of those. So just let me know if you're interested. And when I get to, I showed some of my junk journal a couple videos back. And my first one that I've been working on, I've been getting all kinds of ideas though, and have other things that I want to do with them. But I'm not going to try to work on more, for the most part, not work on more than one at a time. I might, once I finish this one, I will probably do some where I'm doing more than one at a time. But I wanted to have one finished for the most part. to share with my class. And then I'm going to have some additional like cover options, like the book cover. So I want to make some extra book covers to show for my class. But other than that, they are going to be I'll probably only have the one finished one. All right, so the way I'm doing, I want to stick some tape on the back of this because I'm going to wrap it around a couple times. Alrighty, so about right. So wrapping it twice. And then I'll tape it down again. So you want it snug, but you don't want it to pull your paper, obviously. And you'll be provided with the linen thread. You'll have enough to do this, and you'll have enough to double your ribbon or your bow. So I believe it's, I meant to undo this and do it. I think it was like 18 inches maybe, but you'll have enough to tie a bow about this size. I usually leave the loop in the one side where I fold it over until I finish making the bow, and then I snip it. So that's what I was doing earlier, so I had forgotten to snip that. Okay, so now this is ready. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do my dragonfly first. I'm gonna put my dragonfly on here. It is so pretty. This I thought it was kind of odd that they kept the punch but not the stamp set. But I mean, you can use the punch without the stamp, but anyway. The dragonfly is still available. Let me find it up here so I can show you. It is and it punches the big dragonfly and the little dragonfly. And it is Dragonfly Punch. Oh, I don't have the number on it, but it is in the catalog. The other punch that I used was this this round one. What's it called? It's called a decorative circle punch. Also, and it's in the annual catalog as well. And then earlier I used, on the other card, this card, I used this double oval punch. Also a current punch. I love, love, love my punches. Okay, so I'm gonna pop up my dragonfly and put him right here. Yeah, I was planning on putting a sentiment down here. I don't know why I never did one. But I was planning on putting one. Dimensionals for this. I'm going to put it about right here. Now, some people will just tie the ribbons like just right onto their piece. Sometimes that works for me, sometimes it doesn't work for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put, I do mine independently, and I'll put a couple of little glue dots right here, and it will just go right here. Sorry, I was just, like a nerve was doing something weird in my leg. All right, let me find my glue dots. There they are. Get this. And I will stick one right here. I usually use 2 of these, and so I can get the get the bow put down in a couple different spots. And I'm going to kind of do it like this. Okay. And my plan was to put a little sentiment down here. And like I said, I don't know why I didn't do that. I've got some, I think I pulled out a stamp set to get something and then just never did it. So let me, is this stamp set right here? Oh, okay, yeah, so the hello there was from this celebration, Softly Sophisticated. It was this one right here that I used on this card. Yep, didn't get to do much with this either, you know, anyway. So what do I want to put here? I could make this a thank you. Oh, and the perennial postage, it's in the mini catalog right now. I could do big hugs. I can't thank you enough. You mean the world to me. I want something more. I don't want something that takes up 3 lines necessarily. I want something a little bit smaller. I think I'm going to do You're Simply Marvelous. Oh, I've actually put the stickers on these. That's amazing, Kim. I didn't know I had done that already. At least I did something with it. Get me a block. Find a block. I think I'll use one of these because I've used up almost all my square blocks on some other stuff. And so the colors in here are this, they're both the in colors. They're in their first year, and these usually stay around. These will be here another year. The other ones will be getting retired. The ones with the Tahitian Tide and Sweet Sorbet and Parakeet and Orchid, those are going to retire and won't be in the new catalog that I know of. As far as I know, they won't be. But let's see. This is the boho blue and the copper clay. Yeah, copper clay and boho blue. I think that's right. So I'm trying to decide what color I want to stamp in. I'm going to try the copper clay and see how I like that. Piece of scrap here. Will that fit on there? Not quite. See if I got one a little bigger. Here's something. One of these will probably work. Let's see. Let's see if this one will probably be just right. Okay. I haven't used this stamp. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to stamp it over here on a piece of scrap paper real quick. Okay, I hope that's okay because... Alright, it must have been. I just moved it because it looked like it was a double, like it was a shadow for a minute, but I think it's okay. Ow! Sorry, y'all. My kitty cat just jumped on my leg. And it's a little painful when she does that. Ouch. Okay. She didn't mess up the stamp though. That was good. I'm kind of thinking, you know, I can't really trim much off. That way it'll be too, be right up on top of my, right on top of my letters. I'm going to see if I can fit this in this Banners Pick-a-Punch. It might be more than an inch though, so it might be a little bit hard to get it in there. Let's see if I can get it in there and get it lined up. I could do this by hand, but these little, you can do a banner punch by hand by doing scissors up to the middle, and then you angle in your scissors and cut it. I'm not very good at it. I haven't practiced it enough, though. I'm sure if I practiced it, I'd be better. But that's what I wanted on that. And I'm kind of thinking I want to, probably should have done it to that too, but I think I want to sponge this on the edges a little bit, because that is a lot of white. That's not the right color. Let me try this one. I'm trying to see if I've got a sponge dauber that'll work. Those both look like they're too dark. Trying to find one that, oh, that's it right there. That looks like the exact same color, actually. So I'm going to use this around my edges just to take away the starkness just a tad. Now I have heard, I used to use Wink of Stella a lot on my cards, but I've heard they're having trouble getting the Wink of Stella, so I refrained from using it on these cards as far as I can recall. I don't believe I used it on any, but you could certainly put Wink of Stella on something if you like it. And again, I can't send you any stamped images, but you'll get everything but this little message here. I will send you a piece to put a message on. And again, I'll send you what you need for the inside of the card. You'll have everything. You'll have the threads, the dimension, the embellishments, and an envelope. So, and I'm going to put that like right there. Ta-da. And then this whole thing is going to go on the card front. Right there. And then we'll put our embellishments on. Leave this out of my way. Let's glue this down. And you could put this on dimensionals if you wanted to add some additional depth to your card. And sometimes I do, and I don't know why I didn't today, but I didn't, so I'm just gluing it down. That would be double dimensionals though, so if you were going to mail it, you might not want to do it, but if you're just going to hand deliver it to somebody, you could certainly put some dimensionals. That's the one thing. I don't provide dimensionals, or any adhesive or anything like that. So you'll need to have your own adhesive. But the cardstock will be cut for you. You'll have this punched out already. These will be cut. Everything else will be ready to go, just kind of like it was for me today. And you just put your card together. So it can't get much easier than that. And it's free, again, with a minimum of a $35 order when you use my host code. And this is my current host code. It will be good through the end of March. And I'll be putting up a new one in April. So if you could use that host code, if you're gonna order less than $150, I'll still give you a card kit if you order more than that. But if you order more than $150 though, you're gonna want to get the rewards. So you don't need the host code in that case. Now, they're going to be changing that, so probably not until sometime next year though. So I think I'm going to put one little, I'm trying to decide where I want to put it. Do I want it in his head or just right under the head? Or I could put only have 3 little ones left. I've got, could put a medium one in a little one. Maybe I'll do, I don't know. I'll just do a medium one. I'll just put one. I've got more mediums, so I'll just put one right here on my dragonfly, just to draw some attention to him. And then I'm going to put some of these copper clay ones down here on my, on here. Put one there. And then I think I'll stick one right there too. Let's put a little one maybe. I'll put a big one. Trying to make sure I have enough to send out in my kits. I might need to order some more of these. Come on. There we go. I'm going to stick one right there. So there's card number 2. And there's the inside. So pretty, so pretty. And then again, if you want to do these at home and you're not going to spend the money and get the card kit, you know, these are just kind of simple, basic layouts that you can use with just about any kind of paper. So, and they're both, I mean, they're both very similar as far as the layout goes. All right, the last one now, this one's like just totally different. The last one is going to be using paper that came, it was one of the free papers from, why can't I think of what it's called? Celebration. And yeah, I know Celebration's over, but again, I will give you the paper that you need to make your kit. You'll also get an envelope and everything you need to make this card. So this is going to be using the paper that was in the toolkit paper. And this one I've already put together because I had to make sure it was going to work. So this just looks like a basic card from the front. This is from, because I did not order, there is a coordinating stamp set and some die cuts in this mini catalog. Let me see if I can find them. Here it is. It's called Trusty Tools, page 56. So, if you happen to have this set, you can stamp Happy Father's Day on your card, or You're the Most Awesome, whereas I put You're So Totally Awesome in mine. And I used this. You'll get this piece of paper punched out for you, the Heartfelt Hexagon, which is available now. It was on, it might be low inventory or out of inventory right now, but it's coming back. But you could use some of these stamps if you wanted to, but I've got these items that I cut out of the paper. So the paper's not available anymore, but this set is available. Okay, and so let me see. I got You're So Totally Awesome came out of the Still in the Annual Catalog Waves of Inspiration. Is this one right here. It came with this set, and which I just love that so much. It's a great for guy cards. All right, Totally Awesome. And then you would look inside the card and whatever sentiment you would put on the card. And these again are cut from the paper, so you'll just glue them inside. You'll get 2 things to put on the inside, and you'll get something for here. You'll get something from here, something thin and narrow. I think I have enough pencils, but you know, it might be something else that you would need to put there possibly. These are 2 little tiny circles. This is not a Stampin' Up! Punch, but I cut these from this little 5/8 cents punch that I have, circle punch. All right, but so these are kind of like little tabs. So you're going to pull up on this little tab, and there's some more tools. So you'll get some tools to put inside. Just be sure when you're measuring out, make sure that they fit inside the toolbox. And then we're going to open up the bottom of the toolbox also. And there are some more tools in the toolbox. I think there's a piece of little adhesive sticking out right there. So there's, and I will provide what you need to make this card. And this one's a little bit more involved, so I'm going to do that with us right now. Just checking my time. All right. Basic gray, basic card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. You will need 2 pieces, and you'll get provided this, but it takes 2 pieces of the 5 1/4 by 4. One of these is for the inside. I'm not going to do the inside. I'm mostly just going to show you how I did this outside. So I'm not going to glue everything down, but I want you to see how I put it together. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to glue this designer paper that looks like a toolbox. Glue it to the front. Glue it to a piece of cardstock. Again, you'll be provided with this, the things needed. Okay, so let me find my glue again. Here it is. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And I'll just do it on the cardstock since it's basically going to cover the whole thing. Try to get it up to the edges as best I can. See, and I have fussy cut all these tools out. So you'll get those tools already cut out for you. I'll put them in your kit. And I'll open that up again so you can see. So you can kind of see what I put inside. I'll try to send very similar tools. So you'll get, I think I have enough of the saws and everything so that you can put a big thing in this one and something small, and then 3 small items here and 1 small item on the front. And then you'll have 2 items to put on the inside. So, and again, you can come back and watch this video at any time to see what I did also. As this part right here is the only part that's a little funky. And if you happen to mess up your paper gluing it down and you like go have white sticking out or something, or if it's uneven, which I made it a little bit bigger than it had to be so you could trim off if you had to. So I'm going to trim just a tad off of this edge right here, because if you'll see, mine is not that wide because I had to cut some off. So I'll cut a little bit off here. I don't think I need to cut any on this other side. I don't think so, so I'm going to go ahead and cut a little extra on this side. Okay, so there's that one. And then I think I need to cut a teeny bit off the bottom. Not a lot, but it is overhanging just a touch. And when you open the card, you'll see that if I don't take it off. So I'm going to take those off. You could actually take this piece and put it on the inside of your card too if you wanted to. If you rather put the tools on your envelope and put this strip on the inside right here, and you could put those on your envelope. That's a thought. All right, now I'm going to need my cutter again. So I just realized it's not exactly the, but I can cut more off of this, so this is going to work because I want it to be, like a bigger piece at the top. I must have used a different piece of paper or something, but I'm going to do trying to decide how I want to do my thing. I'm going to take off this top so I can have that little metal piece at the top, a strip that looks like the metal handle. I want that at the top. And this is a bigger piece to be able to put that saw blade in there. Still might not fit. Might have to put something else. We'll see. It's okay though. I'll make sure you get something that'll fit inside your card. So this one, I want to cut it. I'm going to have 2 drawers that open. So I'm just going to, before I cut it, I want to score a 1/2 inch. Now I did notice that when I scored, it did kind of come out and show my paper edges a little bit, but you know, it's a worn toolbox. It gets a lot of use. So I'm going to score here, and then I'm going to turn it over and score the other side also. So we can get a good fold in there, because it's going to be hard, kind of hard to fold. And what I did notice at one time, I think this helps. Let me find, if I can figure out where I put my ruler. I'm sure it's here somewhere and I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. I think if you stick your ruler up against this fold line, it'll kind of help push that in. Push the paper in so the paper doesn't buckle out. So I'm going to put that there. I noticed I did this on something else and it seemed to help that situation a little bit. So I'm going to stick this here and folding that up onto my, and having my ruler kind of push that back in so I don't get that buckled paper. We'll see if that helps at all. And then I'm going to fold it. Keep folding it a little bit, because this is the way it's going to need to fold. So you want to, and that does seem to help that buckle in a little bit. If you've got a ruler or something that you can put up against that when you're folding it over, it does seem to help keep this paper from buckling up a little bit. Okay, and then I'll use my bone folder a little bit. And then let's take it back just a little bit. Get it a little bit more pliable. It did buckle still a little bit up here at the top. Let me see if I can get that and go back down. Just work it with my fingernail a little bit. That does help some. Okay, so now I'm going to cut on this line so I can get a pretty thick piece right here. Pretty wide piece space to put something underneath it, to put the tools in the drawer basically. So I'm going to bring my trimmer back. I'm going to line this up. I want to keep the red up on this end, and that's the top of the next drawer. So I'm not going to cut. I'm going to cut above that little piece of gray strip. But I'm only going to cut from the score line to the end. So I'm going to start from the bottom though, just because I know my blade is better on this side. Okay, there we go. So yeah, and it quit cutting right there a little bit. Let me see. There we go. I was able to fold it, and so this is going to be able to fold back like that. Now I want to leave this piece, and so I'm going to cut down here on the next little drawer. I want to cut and leave a piece in the middle, and then I'm going to cut the bottom. I hope I'm in the picture at least a little bit here. I'm going to cut the bottom of this. Again, I'm going to start down here. So we're going to have 2 openings and then a piece in the middle to glue down. There we go. All right, there we go. Let's see. If you happen to be joining me late, this is Kim with Kim's Creations and Card Ministries. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am working on my free card kit that you get when you place at least a $35 in my online store, and you use my host code, which I'll move my trimmer and you'll be able to see most of that. Move my ruler and move the card too. So This is the card we're working on right now, one of the free card kit cards. And this is the inside. You get everything you need to make the cards. And our little tool cabinet opens up here, and it opens here. And you'll get all these little tools already cut out for you because I have fussy cut them. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put glue on this and glue it on our card base. I just wanted to show you how the card was put together. I don't think I need to show you how to glue the little pieces into the card, but you will need to be careful that they fit underneath the top flap and the bottom flap. The top flap and the bottom flap. The middle flap is going to get glued down. All right, and then this is going to get glued. So I'm going to try to center it as best as possible when I glue it. All right, so I'll get glue on this piece here. Keep your glue on this side of the fold so it doesn't interfere with the fold. You do want to put plenty of glue, but minimal squeeze out if possible. I mean, I did squeeze some of it did squeeze out on my card, but the less the better. All right, so now I want to kind of line it up. Kind of got to hold all the pieces while I do that, because I want those to stay together too. About right here. That should do it. Okay. And then the other thing I'm going to do is glue down this middle strip right here. And that gives a little bit more stability to your card. Try to make sure it's lined up good when I lay it down. Or there. And that one there. Okay. So I did have a little bit of tear in my crease right there, but not as much as I had on this one. And I did go back with a pen and kind of cover up a little bit of it. But again, it's a, you know, the cabinet gets used. It gets used. And then you'll get what you need to, you won't get a stamp, but you'll get this little cutout piece. You'll get some gems to put on here. If I run out of these, I'll probably give you some brass gems. You'll get something for here. You'll get something for here. You'll get tools to go behind this. I'll make sure what I give you that you have something that fits back here and that you have something that fits in here. We're going to punch out our little pieces of yellow. I will have that. I will go ahead and punch these little circles out for you also. So I had a scrap to do that. I don't know what I did with my little scrap. Oh, here it is. But I will send you the 2 little circles so that you'll have, in case you don't have a circle punch. Hang on a minute. It's got something stuck in it. Something else I was working on tonight. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and punch these out. And 1. So you'll get these. I'll probably throw an extra one in there in case you want it for anything. And then all you're going to do with these is you're just going to put some glue on the back and put it down just so it doesn't go. I mean, mine's barely inside that, inside the card line so that it's in the card. So let me do, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm eyeballing this, y'all. So just eyeballing it and sticking the little yellow piece in there so it sticks out a little bit. And I'll go ahead and bring it down here just to double check the eyeballing of it, and it's fine. Just leave it there. Okay, and then let's do the other one. Just put a little glue right here. Didn't get very much on there. Can't see very well tonight. Okay, put this on here. Just kind of eyeballing it again. Now see, that one's got to go down a little bit, so it's, I'll put it down a little bit more, kind of match the other one. That's better. They're kind of the same now. Okay, so there you go. That's the hard part. So the rest of the card, you'll have a piece to put inside. You'll have tools to put inside. If you missed it, I trimmed something down, and when I trimmed it down, I had a little extra piece. Now I don't know where it got to. But if you wanted to use an extra piece inside, here's another extra piece that I happen to have. You could put this inside instead of the tools and put your tools on your envelope, or you could take your little extra strip from cutting down the width of this a little bit, and you can put that on your envelope. So you'll get 3 cards, the stuff to make these 3 cards, and you'll get the 3 envelopes to put them in. That's my free card kit until I run out of stuff. If I run out of anything and I substitute out one of a card, the card I'm most likely to run out of first would be this one. So I may just depend on, I'm going to try to get through the month of March without having to change out my cards. But if I do, I'll let you know. 3 cards with an envelope to go with each of these. I will not do any stamping, but I'll send you everything else that you need to complete these cards. $35, a minimum $35 using my host code. My website's Kimberly OBrien, OBRIEN.stampinup.net. That should bring it up, or you can just go to the website and put my name in there, Kimberly OBrien, and I should come up in the search. There's my host code, XS7JVQQG. And then if you spend $50, you get an extra bonus. And if you spend $150, don't use my host code, because you will still get the card kit and gift from me, but you'll also get $15 in Stampin' Rewards if you spend at least $150 before shipping and taxes. You'll get that from Stampin' Up. That is going to change later on. They're going to change the way they do the rewards, and we won't be doing host codes anymore, so you'll be able to earn rewards with a smaller purchase amount. So there's the ribbon that goes with that one. All right, so there we go. My next video will be showing some more of the paper pumpkin alternatives. Not real sure when that will be. I'm hoping I'll get on here maybe Saturday night or sometime Sunday. Certainly hoping again for Monday. I've been on a roll. I've done 3 Mondays in a row about 8:30, so that's what I'm hoping for again. Eastern time. I'm in the East Coast. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a text message at 864-752-5688, and I'll get back with you about us talking on the phone. There's that piece. I had to cut the width down a little bit and stuff, and you could put that inside your card or on your envelope. All right. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening. I'm going to clean up and go to bed because I still have to go to work in the morning. Y'all take care. And God bless. And thank you so much for your time. Good night.